Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Stu, and this is Christmas Creek for Rollercoaster Tycoon Classic, part of Blazing Empire's first ever scenario pack. This snowy creek has already gotten some rides put into it, but now it needs more. Can you get 225k by the end of year 3? Your objective to achieve a park value of at least 225,000 at the end of October year 3. Okay, so yeah, this is something. Let's turn off scenery so we can appreciate the something even more. Hang on, there's a lot of shadows, so let's appreciate. Oh God, yeah. There's a lot to see. Well, that doesn't look too bad. So that looks all right. So there's one thing we can keep anyway. So okay then. So we've got a lot of rides. The park value's already at 126,000. Park value is, there's a number of things that go towards it, but the bulk of it is ride stats. So you want cheap and cheerful rides with good stats. We've got a massive loan. The interest isn't too high, but it's a big loan all the same. Decent amount of guests in the park, which doesn't normally matter for this sort of thing, but it does mean that if we start putting down coasters, we can, well, assuming that we're charging for admission. Okay, so that scuppers that plan then. I was going to say, since we've got so many guests in the park, building coasters would be a good place to go because we can charge so much money, but we're not charging for tickets. We're charging for that. So we're going to bump this up to 40. There's no point charging any less. Guests will pay it based on the number of rides we've got. I'm going to get rid of the dumb pathing. Why is there a path around that lake? There's no point. There's no rides back there. There's no shops back there. It's just a waste. If guests are wandering around there, they're not spending money. So we're going to get rid of the dumb pathing, get rid of some of the boring rides, simplify the pathing, put maybe an entrance plaza just down here. Let's see what we got. We got transport rides, gentle rides. Some good coasters, tons of thrill rides, water rides, loads of shops. I think we'll just put all our research into roller coasters. Simplify everything, put down some shops, and then see where we go from there. August year 1, and from this zoomed out view, you can see I've tidied up a lot of the areas, in particular the Giga, got rid of the garish scenery, added a nice station building there. Simplified the pathing. I've shortened the hairpin coaster as well, added some nice pathing. I mean, these things have got high stats anyway, so we didn't need all that extra faff. Tidied up the bridge, got rid of the path around the lake, simplified the pathing, as I said I was going to do. Added a little plaza there, tons of shops and things, get some extra cash off the guests. And then down here, then we've tidied up the pathing and painted the wooden coaster as well. So the coasters then, they're called Ice Twister. We've got Hillside Speeder. Alpengeist, how do you spell it? And provoked, whatever that means. Okay, yeah, so I think all we need to do now is just build sort of nice coasters, cheap and cheerful coasters with good stats. Because we've got half the goal, so we don't really need to do too much. Anyway, let's crack on. October year 1, park value of just over 200,000. We've got Mrs. Claus here, CLAWS. So you've got a launched lift hill going into a cobra roll, back down 2 loops over the station and back to the start. Guests loving that. Loads of sick everywhere. So I'm thinking I need to build coasters, but I need to do a path loop as well. So I'm probably going to come up here somewhere, back along to there, and then that way then I've got plenty of room inside and on the outside of the paths. and then I can just spend the next, 2 years? Yeah, 2 years just building cheap and cheerful coasters, and then we'll be done. April year 2, so I've done the path loop just up here. Issue is the park entrance tickets, they were starting to slow down. So I've done our little maze trick just here. Guests come in, they go on a maze, they fall into the void, they're removed from the game, another guest spawns, they pay to come in, and we get £80 every time they come in, because that's how much we're charging. At the gate, rinse and repeat, and we end up going from £2,000 a month in park entrance tickets to over £10,000 a month. So we're just going to get a load of cash, and then we can start building some more coasters, and then we won't need to do the mazes. But as is, 255,000 in park value, we need 225. So we've already done it, but we want to make sure that we've got enough, because at the end of each year, the rides that are already down are going to depreciate a little, and we're going to lose a little value. October year 2, and we've got this wooden wild mine ride just down here. Slime mine, good stats on that. That's apparently they're mining slime. And then we've got a stand-up coaster here, black and blue, because that's what it's going to leave you after coming off this ride. But good stats on these. All adds to the park value, which is 285,000. Look at that, 12,000, 14,000 a month as well. And then we've got, as I showed you, the path loop just down here. And then we've got the spiral coaster just down here. Snowman knows best. So I've gone for a longer coaster with this one because I wasn't sure if we had harder guest generation on this. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell because so many guests are vanishing from the park. But just in case we do, I've added this. Not that we really care about guest numbers, but we do need more guests coming in for the extra cash. Yeah, so, and there's the Giga as well. Cool. Yeah, so we're up to 283,000. So as I said, another year of building coasters, and then we're done. October year 3, 49,000 in the bank. We've paid off that massive loan that we had. Park entrance tickets are looking a little bit more respectable, which should tell you that I've tidied up the entrance area and we're no longer vanishing guests from the park. So let's have a quick wander around then. We've got Mrs. Claus, the Twister. We've got the Slime Mine just down here. We've got the Ice Twister, which was there from the beginning. It's a wooden coaster, not a twister. We've got the stand-up coaster, black and blue. We've already seen that going down the path loop, then across the little bridge. We've got Snowman Knows Best. Snowman Knows. See, because of the big carrot-shaped thing, but there, Snowman Knows Best. A little splashboards there. The idea was that it would get a load of guests off the queues, off the paths, and into the queue to reduce any overcrowding. Not that it really matters, but and then we've got a vertical drop coaster just here. Last Christmas. There you go. With 8 loops. I tried to synchronize them slightly. It didn't waste too much time on it, but the idea is that when it goes up here onto the second chain lift, since they act as a block brake, it means that the other one can come along, and then they're both on the loops at the same time. Yeah, I mean, if it was like a show park, I'd try and get them spot on, but it's not. So we're not going to worry too much about that. We've seen the hairpin just down here. And then over here, then, we've got the Grinch Flawless roller coaster. Almost Halloween. Comes up the long diagonal chain lift. and then down, and it's got some ups and downs and some twists and barrel rolls and turns and a corkscrew, and then another barrel roll, and then back to the station. Cool, and we've seen the Giga Coaster. So all in all, that gives us a park value of 340,000. We needed 225,000, but I mean, we already had half of that when we started, so we didn't have to add that much. We did have a massive loan, but we paid that back. We did utilize the maze trick to vanish some guests and charge obscene amounts of cash. I think I noticed that some of them had. Let's have a look. See if I can work out. If I can demonstrate it a little bit better than. There you go. Stew. There you go. So the lowest that they seem to have in their pockets when they spawn is 88. So why not charge 88 for them to come in? And then if they want to, they can use a cash point. If they don't, they can go home. You know, doesn't bother me. I've already got their money. Yeah, so another weird scenario. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the park value scenarios because they're just so easy to cheese, I suppose. And but it is what it is. And I think some of the coasters that we did weren't bad. I mean, you know, we're aiming for cheap and cheerful with a bit of a punch, and I think we got that. So anyway, this was Christmas Creek. Another scenario from Blaze. This one's from his first ever scenario pack. If you want to play the games yourself, you can download the link. You can use the download link in the video description. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.